She burst through my cabin door, shouting, "This whole place belongs to the HOA now." I didn't flinch. I just sat there calmly because she had no idea who was sitting across the table from me. Karen's face burned red with rage, waving a crumpled sheet that looked like an official notice, though the ink was smudged from her sweaty hands. "Pack your things," she hissed. "Your little vacation's over. We've decided this cabin isn't fit for you. It'll be listed for community use." I didn't move. I didn't even look up from my cup of coffee. But the man across from me raised an eyebrow, adjusting his glasses. Karen didn't notice him, too busy barking orders like she owned the woods. "You think you could just sit there?" she shouted, slapping the fake notice against the table. "The HOA says you can't stay overnight without approval. And don't even think about calling anyone. The law's on my side." That's when he finally spoke. His voice was calm, but carried weight, the kind that silences a room. "On your side?" he asked slowly. Karen turned, finally seeing him, her confidence faltering. "And who are you supposed to be? Another trespasser?" I couldn't stop the smirk spreading across my face. She had just insulted the one man in the state she should never have crossed. "You might want to watch your words," I said, leaning back, "because you just tried to evict me in front of the state attorney general." Her mouth fell open. For once, she was speechless. That silence was worth every second of what was coming next. Karen's quiet didn't last. Her face twisted into a forced smile. The kind people wear when they realize they're in deep trouble but think they can talk their way out. "Oh, Attorney General, is it? Well, I was just checking on the safety of the property. HOA rules, you know. We care about the community." She let out a nervous laugh that echoed awkwardly in the small cabin. The Attorney General leaned forward, tapping the table once, twice, 3 times. He didn't look amused. "So, you entered private property without permission," he said evenly, waving a falsified document. Her fake smile froze. "Falsified? Excuse me, this is official." She thrust the paper toward him, but the uneven edges and cheap letterhead betrayed the lie. Even from across the room, it was pathetic. I stood and crossed my arms. "You taped that same notice to my door last week, too. The one claiming I owed a fine for having an unapproved mailbox." The Attorney General took the paper, scanning it. Then he chuckled, a dry, dangerous sound. "This seal," he said, pointing to the top, "was discontinued in 2008. That means this isn't just fake, it's criminal." Karen's voice cracked. "You don't understand. I was told to do this. I was following orders from the HOA board. They told me to get rid of him." His eyes narrowed, but I caught the hint of something else, curiosity. Orders. Someone else was behind this. Karen stumbled back, clutching the paper like a shield. "I swear, it wasn't my idea. The HOA president said if I didn't handle it, I'd lose my seat on the board. He told me to push him out, no matter what." She pointed at me like I was the criminal. The Attorney General's voice turned sharp. "So your board directed you to trespass, impersonate authority, and harass a property owner? That's not HOA business. That's fraud, coercion, possibly conspiracy." Karen went pale. "Conspiracy? No, you don't get it. He's powerful. He's got friends in the county office. He promised no one would question it. He said people like him," she glared at me, "don't deserve lakefront property." The Attorney General's gaze snapped to her. "People like him?" Karen froze, realizing she'd said too much. "This isn't about the cabin," I said quietly. "It's about pushing certain families out, people who don't fit your perfect little picture." Her silence confirmed it. The Attorney General leaned back, voice like steel. "If your president thinks his reach extends higher than the law, he's about to learn how wrong he is." Karen's hand shook. For the first time, she wasn't angry. She was scared. But I could tell this went deeper than her. Then the door creaked again. Heavy footsteps sounded on the porch, and a smooth, commanding voice called out, "Karen, what's taking so long?" She froze like a child caught stealing. A tall man in an expensive suit stepped in, brushing mountain dust off his shoes. His confidence filled the room instantly. The Attorney General's posture stiffened. The man's gaze swept over me, then Karen, then him. His smirk faltered briefly, then returned. Well, he said. "This is unexpected." Karen stumbled over her words. "Mr. Lawson, sir, I was just..." He's got the Attorney General here, and enough. Lawson's voice sliced through the air. He stepped closer, shoes clicking against the floorboards. You were supposed to keep things quiet, Karen. Instead, you made a circus out of it. The Attorney General spoke, slow and deliberate. Mr. Lawson, I presume, president of this HOA? Lawson's smirk deepened. Titles don't matter. What matters is that this cabin sits on land the board intends to regulate. And you, he pointed at me, are in the way. Funny, I said. This land's been in my family for 3 generations. You can't regulate family history. Lawson's jaw tightened. History doesn't matter. Power does. The Attorney General leaned forward, eyes cold. Then you're about to find out what real power looks like. The room went still. Even Karen held her breath. Lawson didn't blink. He strode past her, eyes fixed on the Attorney General. You think your title scares me? You sit in an office. I sit on land deals, zoning permits, and judges' dinner tables. Out here, my word weighs more than yours. Karen looked stunned, but Lawson wasn't bluffing. He believed every word. Before the Attorney General could respond, Lawson snapped his fingers. 2 large men appeared on the porch, broad, silent, arms crossed like hired threats. Karen's voice trembled. You brought them here? Lawson ignored her. You wanted this handled. Well, this is how it gets handled. I looked to the Attorney General. He was still calm, too calm. Lawson leaned in close. Here's what's going to happen. You both leave tonight and forget this ever happened. If not, accidents happen in quiet places. For a second, only the fire crackled. Then the Attorney General spoke, voice sharp as a blade. Funny thing about accidents, they don't usually get caught on live surveillance feeds. Lawson's smirk vanished as a faint red light blinked from the cabin corner. He hadn't noticed the cameras. You've been recording this, he said, voice hard. Not just recording, I said. Streaming. Straight to the county server. Karen gasped. Lawson's men shifted uneasily. The Attorney General leaned back, calm as stone. Every word, every threat, every admission, already saved and backed up. He tapped his phone. My office has a copy. Lawson's jaw clenched. You think that matters? I own half this county. The Attorney General smiled coldly. Then I guess you forgot about the other half. Lawson's men exchanged worried looks. Boss, one muttered. Maybe we should. Quiet. Lawson barked. I stepped forward. You thought this was about me, but you just threatened the state attorney general on camera. That's not HOA business anymore. That's federal. Karen slid down the wall, whispering, I didn't sign up for this. The attorney general stood, his voice firm. No, Lawson, you shut up. Because when you stepped into this cabin, it stopped being your playground and became a crime scene. You made your choice, I said quietly. Maybe now you'll understand. This isn't your land to control. The attorney general put a hand on my shoulder. Justice is slow, he said, but when it comes, it doesn't miss. As Lawson was loaded into the patrol car, his shouts echoing through the night, I stepped onto the porch. The lake breeze hit my face, cool, steady, peaceful. This fight wasn't just about me or the cabin. It was about something deeper, the right to stand your ground, to protect what's yours, and to remind people like Lawson and Karen that no one stands above the law. I didn't fight for this country. I murmured, just to be told I can't live on my own land. The attorney general nodded slowly. And tonight, the whole state heard you loud and clear. The sirens faded into the distance, but their message lingered. Freedom, family, and justice always outlast corruption.